Hi, my name is Tanya and I'm a sewaholic. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so Tanschi again. I have been absent for I think 3 or 4 weeks now again, and I hope that nobody worried because just because I have been quite absent, and I think it was the longest time I didn't post a video since I started my YouTube channel almost a year ago. So if you're still here and still watching this video, thank you so much for your support. And if you're new, also welcome and thank you for watching. For all of those who already know me and who have been following me, I will just do a little life update so that you know why I have been absent and what is going on basically. And then I want to share the garments I made in January, which are 4 pieces, and that's surprisingly quite a lot for for the reason that I haven't been feeling like sewing. But the last 2 days I finished 2 garments. So the sojo is almost back, and let's hope it stays that way. But yeah, and then I will just do a bit of sewing chit chat, just a little bit of a catch up and what I have sewn during January 2024. I really hope that all of you had a good start and a good first month of the year 2024. I really, really hope so from the bottom of my heart. For me, it has been a bit of a rough start. If you watch my channel regularly, as I said, you will maybe know a bit what has been going on. And the thing has been, I have been ill on and off for 5 weeks from the second week of December 2023 to the first 2 weeks of January 2024. And it has, at first, it has just been like a cold and then a heavier cold. And in between those periods, I have been healthy for around 3 to 4 days. And luckily, over Christmas, I was in good health and I could celebrate with my family. But then my mom was ill, and I think I caught whatever she had, and then I fell ill again. And then over the New Year, I was ill, but not too ill. And then I thought, okay, I'm back to being healthy again. And that was when I filmed my last video. And then the bacterial infect, I don't know if I'm translating that correctly from the German, hit me really, really hard. I have never been that ill all of my life, I think. I couldn't move. I could just lie in bed. I couldn't really use the toilet by myself. I was in bed one morning alone at home, and I just had to call my mom because I didn't know what I should do. I couldn't move. I couldn't make myself a cup of tea. I couldn't get the medication from the other room. And she said, you have to go to the doctors. And my dad picked me up and brought me to the doctors because there was no chance I could leave the house without anyone helping me. And they took my blood, and then yes, the result was basically that there was some kind of bacteria all in my body and everything was inflamed, and very similar to just a to what is it called? Influenza is the Latin word, I think. I will just insert it here somewhere. So yeah, and then I got antibiotics and they helped, but it was quite a long recovery period, longer than I had expected, and there were quite a few days that I couldn't do anything, as I said, by myself, and I couldn't obviously go outside and do sports and move and meet friends and do some sewing, and that really, really had a big influence on my mental health. I just had the feeling that I lost control over my life, and that may sound a bit dramatic, but for me, as a person who has had issues with their mental health for almost 10 years, it is, in terms of anxiety, it is quite hard to not be able to do anything and totally rely on other people. And also, I am self-employed, and I couldn't work, so I couldn't earn money, and there is still rent to pay, there are still cats to feed. Me and my partner, we also need food, and my partner, he earns money and he's very generous, but that is just a very personal problem I had, that I just had the feeling that I can't rely on myself because my body just didn't want to do anything anymore. And yeah, that was basically very hard. And the recovery process from all this, and also the mental issues that came with being ill for so long, and such an intense illness, took me quite some time. And the last few weeks, I just didn't feel like sewing at all. I didn't buy any fabric, I didn't buy any patterns. I didn't feel like sewing. I have a brand new sewing machine behind me, and I didn't feel like using it. I didn't want to come into the sewing corner, and it was just, to be honest, it was quite horrible. But the past week, a few of my best girlfriends from my time at university in Vienna and their partners joined me here on the other side of Austria, and we had a week full. I mean, I haven't spent a whole week with them because I had to work, but I spent a few days here and there with them, skiing in the mountains. We enjoyed great weather. We had a spa day in a lovely hotel, and just being around very, very dear and positive friends, and talking with them, and just letting all the things, all the illness behind me, it was so good for my soul. And I really hope that this keeps me going now for some time and starts me or into a better 2024. And and I have been sewing because of that, 2 garments in the last 3 days, I would say. And I bought some patterns also. And yeah, so that was my life update. I hope it wasn't too boring, and I hope it wasn't too long. Some people comment I ramble too much, but please, just, if you're not interested in this, just skip the rambling part, or you don't have to watch my videos at all if you don't like my personality or anything. I'm really not offended by you not watching me. Yeah, and there are quite a few things I want to change in my life this year, which I don't want to talk about too much on here. I think every step at a time, and if there are big changes, I will let you know anyways. But there are definitely a few things I want to change this year, that I hope will bring me back on the path where I am really in love with my life. And yeah, there are just some periods and some years that maybe are a bit more of a struggle than others, but I really hope that 2024 will get me back on track, or I will get myself back on track. But now, on to the sewing content, and I really hope that I will be able to publish one video a week from now on, or maybe it's one video every 2 weeks. If I can manage that, I would be more than happy. But first of all, I would like to share the patterns I got with you. And I have made a quick trip to one of my local fabric stores just because I needed some haberdashery pieces. And then they had a very big Burda style magazine with I think it was the spring collection. I think it was the spring collection of 2024. And I just flicked through it while the lady was doing her thing at the till. And I found a very, very nice hoodie pattern. And I just recently got a ready-to-wear hoodie from Calvin Klein, and it is super oversized, it is super long, it has a big hood, and it is just one of the best garments I bought ready to wear in a long time. And I wanted to replicate it, but I didn't know which pattern to use. And then I came across this pattern in the magazine, and I asked the lady where I could get it from. And she said they have all the patterns from this. It was like this thick magazine. They have all the patterns at the store. And she just got it out and yeah, showed me, and I bought it. And it is the Burda Easy 5828. And it looks like this. So it has different views. I am planning on making view C, which is this one, but I'm thinking about leaving the bottom, the hemband off, just because the hoodie I got from Calvin Klein doesn't have a hemband as well. And then here at the back you can see that it has this very interesting, like almost triangular detail, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do this. Maybe I'm just leaving that part off to just get a very normal hoodie. But what I liked was the crossover detail of the hood here, and also the very oversized fit of it. So that's that one. And then normally I'm not a big fan of Burda style, to be honest, because I mostly know the magazine and they have sizes 36 to 44 or something like that, and a 36 European size is too big for me, and so I can't really make their trousers because they will just be too big, and for their tops it sometimes works. But then I was with my girls from Vienna in the supermarket and I saw the new Burda style magazine, and we just flicked through it and I found a few things I actually really liked. And so I picked the magazine up. And one of the things that I fell in love with was a very modern looking top, and it is this one here, this shirt here. And you can also see it in the pictures here. It has this very cool modern detail here. And then I also very much like this blouson, which I'm probably not making because I really have enough jackets, but it is a nice thing to have in your pattern stash. And then there was a very nice dress. It was like a shirt dress, and I love shirt dresses, but they made it in a sheer fabric and it looked super cool. Yeah, here it is. And I think she's just wearing a black slipper underneath, and it is just looking so cool if you ask me. This one here. So here. So yeah, and then quite a few cool trousers. Not sure if I'm making them because yeah, a 36 is too big for me, and I really hate that Burda doesn't do the 34 or even 32 in their magazines, but at least they got it in their patterns, the normal patterns. So that's the I say two patterns, it's one pattern and one pattern magazine, but yeah, that's these two. Let's take a sip of tea. By the way, I already have a little tulip behind me, and I have many more tulips in my living room, and I just love all the spring vibes, which brings me to my first but last make of January, which is the top that I am wearing. And it is just a very simple Freya top by Tilly and the Buttons. I have made this top countless times. It is also part of my 5 handmade essentials video. I will link it here if I remember. And I make the size 2. It fits me perfectly, and I just made the mock neck version. And this is a beautiful cotton jersey I got from Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door last year, and I saved it to sew up a tulip spring vibe Freya top in 2024. And that's exactly what I did yesterday. It took me, I think, half an hour to sew up, and it is just, I think it's just so happy and joyful. And yeah, I will also insert a little picture I took before here. And I just love this top. I'm wearing a vest top underneath, and to be honest, it's a bit too cold to wear such a thin layer right now, but I really wanted to wear it, and I wore a pink puffer jacket on top in the morning, and I think it was a super cool look. And the fabric is just, I think it's stunning. And then I made something that I wanted to make for a long time also in January, and I will quickly grab it. And this here is I think it is called Troja Nela jumper pattern by Bara Studio. I will link everything below. And it is just a big snuggly jumper. And I made the cropped version, and it is made out of a wellness fleece. It was called a wellness fleece. I think it is also called alpine fleece. So basically this is fleecy both on the inside and on the outside. And of course it's leopard. I desperately wanted a leopard print snuggy jumper to wear when skiing or in the evenings on the couch, or just as a top layer, for example, today when I'm wearing something that is too thin. And yeah, I found this fabric online at Buntinette, which is a German fabric shop, and then it has a lovely collar here and a zipper, and I put in a made in 2024 label by Jesus Sister. And yeah, then it has a drawstring at the bottom, and you just finish it with these, are they called toggles? I don't know. And the round elastic, and then I inserted some grommets here. And yeah, it is super cozy and snuggly. At first I made the full length version, but it looked a bit out of shape on me, and so I cropped it and made it into the cropped version, which sits exactly on my hips, which is the look I prefer, and it is very simple from the back. It wasn't really a complicated sew. I think the instructions from Bara Studio are okay. They're not the best. I really didn't get the whole thing of how to finish the inside of the collar, so it doesn't look the neatest at the moment, but it may also be that I didn't have so much energy and just did whatever I thought was right. But all in all, I really love this, and if I will find a cool Sherpa fabric or something along those lines, I will definitely make this one again, because I think it is just one of the garments I wear again and again for, yeah, just being cozy around the house and for that extra layer. And I will quickly grab the next thing I made in January. So my next January make was another Marni blouse. This one is my 3rd version, and it is made from a beautiful Nerida Hansen viscose fabric that I got from Georgie at Jesus Sister when I was in Scotland last year. And to be honest, I wore this yesterday. I wore it with a furry vest on top. I think I don't have any pictures, I'm very sorry. And I love the Marni blouse all in all, but I'm just not sure if these colors suit me. I know that like the hot pink normally suits me and also red suits me, but something about this combination, maybe with lilac or maybe it is the corally tones that are in here, I'm just not sure if this is really my colors. So if you know better than I do, please let me know, what do you think? Do you think this is a color that suits my skin and hair tone, or do you think it is not the best color match for me? Please be kind, but please be honest. I would really love your help with this color question I have. But the fabric was beautiful to sew up. I don't really like sewing this with viscose because it is just so slippery, but this one was a really, really nice fabric to work with. I love the Marni blouse. I know that size 1 fits me perfectly. I love the bohemian style of it. And it just because I have quite a flat chest, I think that this ruching or the gathering here is very flattering on my shape. And then what I did in the back for the button, I have some gummy bear buttons, some pink gummy bear buttons in my stash, and I used one of those for the closure. And then I also used one of the You're Doing Great labels by Hey So Sister. And this was the first garment I made after feeling a bit better, and I just wanted to put this little message inside from myself to myself, and I'm really glad I did. I think it's just like a positive little addition to this garment. And yeah, as I said, I wore it yesterday already with a long sleeved thermal top underneath, and I think it is just very beautiful. And I love the fabric, I just don't know if it is my color tones. I'm just much more of this bluey, greeny, pinky style that I'm wearing right now, and not so sure about this. But please just tell me. And then there is one last garment, and you have already seen this if you watched my previous video, but I will also quickly grab it. And the last garment is also one of my tried and true patterns. It is the Anthea blouse by Anna Allen, and it is made again out of a Hey So Sister fabric, and this one was designed by Georgie herself. It is a cotton poplin, I think, and it is this gorgeous gingham, and it has all these croissants and newspapers and baguettes all over it. And then I also used Georgie's croissant buttons, and yeah, I love this. I have only worn it once just because it is a short sleeved blouse and it is super cold in Austria currently, but I am sure that I will get a lot of wear out of this one in the spring. And it is just I think it's so cute with the buttons and the fabric that is super special. And yeah, I just love this one very much. And honestly, now I used 3 tried and true patterns out of 4 makes, and I'm super happy. I love all of them, and also the Trojanela pattern is also something I really love. I knew before that this one would be just like a staple in my pattern stash and also in my wardrobe. So I'm very happy with my makes for January, and I think in terms of the sewing, I am how do you say it? I'm off. I'm off in a good way. No, I don't know. It's a good start. just let's just say it like that. It's a good start into the 2024 sewing year. Let's keep up the positive vibes. And yeah, then there is just one last thing I want to talk to you about, and this is my new sewing machine. And we'll just roll on over here. I think you can see it now. I got the Pfaff Quilt Ambition 635. It is the 160-year anniversary edition, and I can't really give you a good review about this machine because I have sewn with it for 3 weeks, but I made all the garments I just have shown you except for the jersey make on this machine. And honestly, until now, I am super happy with it. Um, it is a different feeling than working with my beginner brother machine, definitely. I mean, this one is much pricier, so it has to be a more advanced experience, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. There are a few things that I need to figure out how they work. Some things are a bit just new to me because on my brother I just had to use the little buttons on the machine, and here everything is on the touch screen. I think it is nothing is better or worse. It is just a question of getting used to, and this one obviously has many more options on what you can do with it. So yeah, I guess this will be the machine I will keep for many years to come, and maybe even give to my daughter one day, or yeah, let's see. Let's see. But I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you're well, and I really hope to bring you more content during these next few weeks, and then also hopefully over the whole of the year. And thank you very much for supporting my channel. If you are not subscribed yet, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. And if you like the video, just please hit the little like button. So take care, guys. Bye.